When you see it come up, Jason, just let me know and I'll switch over to the
intro. Yep. Don't see it yet.
In the meantime, I needs me a drink.
Should we get Crimson Minotaur?
If only we had some Crimson Minotaur.
Facebook says Adventures in the Shed is live now.
Facebook says it's live. I don't see it on YouTube yet, though.
I just got the email from YouTube saying I'm live.
Hear us talking.
Yeah, you gotta go to a little bit of that much.
That's Randy. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, here we are coming into you live. Where is everybody? Where'd everybody go? I'm all alone here. So here's what I get for fixing the audio. Kill the video, right? Video killed the radio star. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Let me talk to myself for a moment here. Hi, welcome to Adventures from the Stream. I assure you, I am not alone. You can see all these people here with me. We're getting ready to continue our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign in our world of Courageous. I'm going to try and get other people here. Let's see if I can manage that by finding out where everyone is. Let's see who's out there. What voices can I hear? Anybody? Is anyone out there?
Hello? That's Chris.
No, hey, I hear Chris.
Sounds like there's a serious echo going on.
There's an echo.
It's a pretty bad echo.
No way, man.
How many times did they say that?
All of them?
Echo.
All right. There may not be one now. We'll find out shortly. But, echo or no echo, I got to figure out where you guys went. Your pictures have decided to go away. We're going to, we're just going to go ahead and you guys start saying hi. We just don't get to see you yet, but I am going to do what I can to fix that. And let's see if you start popping up in the world. Who would like to go first?
Hey, this is Chris. I'm playing Alset Elikin, the gnome warlock. Icky kabang, zibo.
I like it.
Super echoey.
Is it now? Still?
Let's see. Yep.
It's echoing on my side.
Y'all are crazy, man.
Echoing.
All right. I could probably fix that. This is way too crazy, y'all. So we could
have a duck quack and see if it.
See, and that the crazy part is it's not for me, which is freaking awesome, right?
I assume because you're sharing computer stuff.
It could be, but then I've muted that on the output.
Are we echoing on your end? Or...
All right, how about now? Is it
Do you just hear us once, Joe, or are we echoing?
I only hear y'all once. Y'all sound fine to me. I just can't see you.
I don't know if you guys are having the same thing on your end, but everyone is echoing for me except for Joe.
How about now?
Yeah, it's not echoing anymore.
Not on my end.
Fantastic. I may have fixed that. Now I just got to figure out where the heck you guys went. That one doesn't help. That one doesn't help.
And also,
Chris said hi.
Correct.
We sound all right now.
Yeah. Can redo that.
Well, at least Randy sounded normal. Well, if you have the audio coming from Zoom and at the same time, it might be.
Bridget just told me there's no echo on the stream, so I'm going to believe her for now.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
All right. Now let's see if I can figure out where you guys went. So Chris said hi. Who else wants to say hi?
I'll say hi. I'm next in order. Hey guys, my name is
Go ahead.
Kiki. Again, I'll be playing Allie, the halfling paladin. And you know, I guess we'll see how it goes.
And it's cleared. It's cleared up now. Yep.
Yeah, I don't hear an
Alright.
echo anymore.
It's Randy over here, and I play the half-orc Tusk,
Hey, Jason's
also
here.
part half-werewolf.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm just going to make people show up at random here, so keep going.
Sorry, Randy.
I finished, I guess. Oh, he's also a
I'll wait till
barbarian.
Randy's done talking to fix his video. That's
So
what
this
we're
one
here.
time I went to the store and never mind.
This one time in band camp.
Hey, there I am.
This one
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
band camp.
Hello. Haha.
Haha.
We've got me on the stream, which is what really matters. So
Shit,
we
damn
are
right.
Good.
Who's me?
Me as Jason, Marty Shimmerwick, the fabulous tiefling sorcerer, the slayer of 17 rats back in his home village, and all around good guy.
Slayer. All right. I just got a text that stream is good too. So I'm gonna believe that for now, just as I'm almost ready to have everybody with me here.
Oh my god.
And hey, look
There
at
he
this.
is.
Here we
Magic.
are.
Hey.
And I can even become the DM. Now, I'm Joe. I think I already mentioned this, but I'm the Dungeon Master for this campaign that we are going to get to playing here. The other thing I noticed was I never changed the date. How about I fix the date as well? Can we do that? All right. Whew. All right. And people might wonder why we started a little late. This isn't the half of it.
No reason.
Yeah, exactly. So let me mention one thing off the bat here. I am wearing a little bit of Adventures from the Shed merchandise here. I have Adventures from the Stream logo on a black shirt here, and it's neat. It really is. Oh crap! I just switched it to just Randy. And not that that's a bad thing, Randy. No, not a bad thing at all. So we're going to try put together some stuff for people to check out. I am going to grab a camera here so I can share another bit of info. At least I think I can. I may just do this later in the stream so that we can catch up with some of this gameplay stuff that we're supposed to be doing. But
No one tunes in to watch us play games.
yeah,
Play
that'd be
schmeg.
crazy anyway.
They're here for the shenanigans.
Oh, there's plenty of shenanigans. Definitely shenaniganizers. The
Shenanigans aplenty.
apparently I left the phone on earlier when I was testing this, and of course it's dead now. So we'll get to that. Does anybody remember where the heck we left off 2 weeks ago when we were playing this crazy game we play here?
We looted the bodies.
Yeah, you guys were looting some kobold bodies. I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Last
we
time
heard
on
some
that
voices,
was-
or somebody heard something down the hallway, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, Marty and Tusk would go check it out, but go in opposite sides of the Olympic water lake that's in the middle of this giant hill, I guess it was. And Tusk almost fell into the water with my lovely little, what was it, like a 3 or whatever I got. And so we
Mhm.
did some combat. We won. Tusk is now exhausted. And we took some nice armor and a nice axe and a torch that relights itself.
The one thing I will mention is it's not so much that it's a giant hill. It's just one of these things where it's bigger on the inside than the outside, right? So this is a dragon's TARDIS, I guess. But there is a substantial hill, but not giant. Big enough that there could be some kind of magic portal for a dragon to get through. I guess maybe that's a good way to try and phrase it. But that is over top. And when you went in, you kind of went down a little bit to where this pool is. And every step you take when you're in this cavern, it brings you down. It brings you down a little bit. It makes you a little more sad every step you take. And every move you make. And the kobolds are definitely watching you, although they weren't too astute observers last time.
Joe, can't you see you belong to me?
Yes. Their chieftain's name is You Belong to Me. The cave itself, you're descending like almost every step. I should have mentioned that before, but it's to fill you in as far as where everything fits. You're not at surface level. You've gone down 10 feet. You continue to go down and down. Although none of it is steep enough that there should be any worries about rough terrain or anything like that. It's just space going downwards. Slight incline, like walking down a driveway or something. Maybe not my driveway. That's pretty steep. Bad example.
Yeah.
So, you're in the cave, not the cave of Kyra Banor, but the cave where the dragon used to live, apparently.
That's
And
a
now there was
relief.
a bunch of kobolds. And what we're going to be doing, we are switching, for those watching from last week, or for anyone familiar with what we had done previously, we were using Roll20. We switched to the Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Overall, so far, we used it on our recording for our Adventures from the Shed stream. Or podcast. It seems to be working pretty well. We're going to continue with that tonight, see how it goes. We're learning as we go. And because of that, of course, we're going to have tons of fun, I'm sure. Tonight is most likely going to be more combat night, as our starting to be weary band of adventurers are getting farther and farther into this cavern. From there, what I want to do is kind of take off from where we are. I set all the characters down in this spot. Let me switch over to our map here. And look, all the people stayed. That's a plus. And I'm going to, because I want to make it a little more realistic from where we left off last time, somebody mentioned earlier that you guys were more towards the hallway that went up to the north.
Yeah, we could see
So
down
I'm
the
gonna
hall
put-
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to put Marty there, because I want to say he was the one that heard the noises coming from down the hallway. If it wasn't him, forgive
Very
me.
good.
But
Very good. That's all right.
So
It's him now.
So we've got that. And
Marty can't die, so it's fine. It's fine.
He's too busy to
just-
die.
New.
what I want to make sure with
Busy,
this,
yeah.
like I was saying before we started, please make sure when you move, do not click and drag your token. Select your token, use the arrow keys to move, or the WASD. Aside from that, we are ready. Who would like to get us started? Pick up what you want to do, I guess is the question.
So,
Nope.
so hearing the things, I'll be like, did the rest of you hear something down this one of these hallways here? I mean, I'm looking right now. I don't seem to see much, but I definitely believe I heard something.
Did
All I
it sound
heard-
like more kobolds or something else?
I mean, it definitely didn't sound good and positive, I would like to say here. Does anyone speak Kobold,
Positive.
potentially? Can anybody? Allie, you look like you speak many languages.
Would you care to explain that?
You're well-traveled. You're well-studied. You look very knowledgeable, very astute.
Marty, I think you finally lost it.
What?
And
What did I lose?
koboldish.
All right, very well, very well. Let's see here. I mean, what do you all think here? I mean, I'm feeling all right when it comes down to it here. I mean, I don't think we handled ourselves quite well. Tusk, my man, you look a little winded. You're feeling all right?
I think I overdid it a little bit with that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know, Alset, old man. This is your bag here. What do you think we should go?
Well,
I just want to point out that it is indeed his bag, and he's the only one who hasn't lost a hit point yet.
I'm not the guy that
Throw
runs
that
into
out
battle either, though.
No, it's a good point.
The way this is set up, I mean, this is a pretty narrow corridor. That's a nice killing floor right there. Maybe you just have them come down there and you just take care of business right there. in
All
the
right,
corridor.
Alset.
What do you think there, Tusk? What do you think?
I mean,
Sounds like a good plan.
all right.
And I do
all right.
think we had established last time that nobody speaks Draconic. So
No one speaks Draconic here.
No, I have
yeah.
Orc and Elven. That's my
Yeah,
phone.
I'll set my man. So since it's your plan here, maybe you should take point here. I'll go position myself behind him and prepare him to like be in the tunnel.
Let
I'm
me
thinking,
also- let me
thinking
also
I'll-
mention too that we had a roll last time, somebody double checking on why these kobolds were different. There was some examination and some proficiency checks and or skill checks. Let me add in that you probably would have known, whoever it was that was doing that would have let the rest of the party know that typically a kobold also does learn common at a very young age. So kobolds will speak common and draconic typically.
huh? All right. So okay. So we all would know that then.
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
that's fair to say. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I can always try to yell out to them. I can maybe change my voice a little bit here if we would like to just try to. Or do you think Alset we should just prepare some defenses to
I'm
for them to come through?
thinking maybe somebody goes down there and gets them to chase them down the hallway, and then we just unload on them when they come around the corner.
I don't know. Allie, what do you think?
At this point, I don't know how much it matters. They already know we're here. I'm sure they know. We don't know how many of them there are, but
You have your running boots on, Allie.
Who's
all
the
of my boots
sneaky
are running
one?
boots.
The sneaky one, huh?
Yeah, who's sneaky in this group?
I mean, I feel that I'm always a fleet of foot when it comes down to it. I think I can maybe give it a go
Perhaps
if you think.
Perhaps you can take a walk down the hall and see what's
All right. I think somebody needs to get a handle on this here. I will cast thaumaturgy on myself, and I'll practice talking in a deep voice. And about yes, I feel good. Yes. All right. Let's. Do you think this sounds more koboldish?
Are you
Yes.
trying to
No.
mock me?
Mock you? No, I'm trying to sound like a kobold. Which is,
So the
All right.
half-orc kobolds.
all right. Fine. If you don't believe that was a good voice there, I'll try something else here. But yeah, all right.
I think
Let's
it's
go.
Explain
I'm
myself.
kidding, Marty. That was a good voice.
You thought it was good. Good man. Good man.
Yes.
All right. I'll take a note and I'll make sure that I have that prepared for next time. All right. So I will move down there. Allie, do you have your spears ready for poking things as they come back? Just don't, again, make very clear, don't hit me.
Well, that puts a damper on my plan. All right.
All right, very good, very good. Alset, you will be here with Tusk. Tusk, I know you're a little tired, old boy. Do you have a few more rounds in you? Yes.
Oh yes, of course.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Very good. All right. So with that, Joe, I will make my way
right.
down. Do we want me to go down the top tunnel, everybody, or are we going to go down the side tunnel?
The
Yeah,
noises
top
are clearly
north.
coming from the north.
North tunnel. Okay, cool. Very good. So then I
And
will
there are
start.
definitely voices, but there are voices in Draconic, Kobold, native
Okay.
language.
Yeah. So I'll start
And
moving my way
you'll
up
notice
there.
as you move, you have to kind of jiggle which
Yeah,
arrows
yeah,
you're using because it's narrow. Okay.
Yeah. So
Now,
as I
just as you're
move-
getting to that spot where
Yes.
you're able to see something, I need to give them a little perception check because you
would
are-
like me to roll a stealth check to
Because we don't
see?
see-
I
anything.
would if you were indeed being stealthy.
I am trying to be as stealthy as Marty can. So let me go ahead and roll a stealth check here. Roll.
Right. Oh.
Marty is not. Marty is.
As a visual note, you will notice that fails
That was a Tusk roll.
critical 0-1. 0-1? What the hell is a 0-1? You rolled a 0-1 because the 0 is always there.
Binary,
apparently.
man.
But they show up red. And of course, critical success would be green, typically. Anyway, what that says to me is I'm still going to make a roll, but I don't necessarily have to roll very well.
Why is he
Maybe-
practicing
maybe
the
he'll
voice
roll
as
a
he
one.
walks down the tunnel?
Oh, hey, and apparently I'm an adult copper dragon. Bear with me while I do that. Let me throw that
That doesn't bode
away.
well for us.
Nothing to see here.
Does not bode well for us.
I really should have changed that from public roll, shouldn't I? Let me just.
It's all right. It's all right. Marty is
Switch
he's muttering to himself in things in thaumaturgy still, being probably noisier than he should be when it comes down to it.
And you hear in kind of a broken common, is that one of them werewolves?
As I hear this, I'll stop and I'll be like, "What? There's more werewolves? Where are they?" And I just turn around,
And
stunned.
you turn around right into initiative.
Okay.
So let's do that. I'm going to be, I've got two guys here.
You think
Oh,
he'll
there's
be
no
okay up there?
active combat encounter yet. I will wait for the combat encounter to begin.
So now is another note within, you can have an active one. If you go into your HUD, choose utility and choose roll initiative.
There we go.
Yeah.
Another natural one from Marty.
Get them all out of the way now.
Get them out
Yeah.
of the way.
Cool.
Oof.
All right, and let me open up Mr. Combat Tracker on our stream. Hell, move him over to the side. Just waiting for a couple others to come in here. Tusk, and who's missing? Nobody. That's all. That's 6. I can count to 6. Really, I can. You know what? I was waiting for mine. I was waiting for GM to show up for some reason. Anyway, what was
They're
that
all
extra
sucking
roll?
it.
Tusk will just keep rolling. Why not? So
I
here we
only rolled
go.
Once, so
Yeah.
We will begin. You know, that's a good point. It just showed up later. We're going to get started. We're going to start with the Kobold. If you recall, well, for those of us who did this last Thursday night, on our combat tracker, it shows at the top of the list who is up, whose turn it is, and that'll move to the next, the next, the next. When it's the end of your turn, click next turn. That way you're signifying it's the end of your turn. It allows the next person to go. And the other thing you'll notice is the token whose turn it is will have the spinning AFTstream behind them. That lets you know whose turn it is in combat. So with this, Koboldo numero uno is going to take a target at that muttering horned devil over there in the corner. Would you prefer to be called
I've turned around looking
or a
for
fiend? Let's see.
Infernal. So
There you go. So he's
Maybe
got
devil.
what looks like a really fancy bow. And let's see if we do this. Remember, these guys are so we've got a fair amount of damage there. We've got 9 damage from the bow. It's the other kobolds, when you were looting the bodies, if you recall, there were some ornate, some ancient, some neat looking things that you picked up off of those bodies. And the bow that this kobold is holding does appear to also be fancy. Marty, I mean, it hit you really fancily. So
yeah,
that happens.
I'll pull the bolt out and I'll be like, Allie dear, incoming. And I'm just going to start running back when it's my turn. But yeah, I'm just going to yell back.
Yeah. The other guy has a dagger in one hand, and he quickly grabs a stone from the ground, puts it into a sling, and flings it at you. So from this distance, that's going to hit Marty for 6 more points there, Marty.
Ooh.
So you got an arrow and got pelted with a rock. They are kind of staying where they are at this point until somebody else decides to come up. They're not sure who else is around. Let's go to Tusk next.
should I go help him out or wait for him to run back here?
I
Who
would
would run
prefer
into
we
danger?
let them
That's
come down
silly.
the hall.
Okay. Tusk is gonna pull out his club and just stand next to the entrance and wait.
If that's the case, is everybody just going to let Marty go next?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting till something gets down here. But I do have to, since I had a spell up last time, I had my mage armor on
Okay.
already. I'm gonna have to hit it in here, I'm assuming. Which I don't know how this works in here. Yeah, let's do.
What is it you're trying to do from here? Sorry.
No,
So
well, I
you'll
already
have to
had
get
my
into
mage armor up previously,
Yeah.
It lasts for 8 hours, so it should be up still.
but it's not. Yeah, but
Okay.
we weren't in here, so it's still showing my lower armor class. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we didn't cast, so I need to cast it.
Let me
We'll
see here.
if that
Let's do
works.
that.
We'll see if it works.
Well, when you go to cast it, do you have the option for consume a spell slot? Like, can you uncheck that?
Yeah, it still shows. Can I uncheck that?
Yeah.
It's too late. For me to
Uncheck that.
it,
That way
is what
it
I'm
should
saying.
account for. It should take effect, but then still account for last time. That you cast it last time, I should say. But
Yeah,
if
it
that
didn't,
doesn't work, we'll accommodate for it. Well, is it 2 or 4? Mage armor.
It should be at 13. I want to say.
Oh,
Let
it
me
just
double
sets you
check.
to a 13 AC?
Well, it's
didn't.
it's a minimum of 13, but it can be a little bit higher. So it should be, I think,
Okay.
14 for Alset.
What?
Okay.
Well, no, I don't have a target's AC becomes 13 plus Dex modifier, which I don't have a Dex modifier.
Oh, you don't have I thought you had, I
There
thought you
you
had a
go.
plus 1
Okay.
dex.
No, yeah. So
Give me 13. 13.
but it hasn't changed it. Let me try this again.
No, yeah,
I don't
it
think
shows
it's
you
changed
as a
it
10,
on my sheet.
10 right now.
Yeah, which I think I could edit it though.
I could do
Probably
it
just go here and
quick.
change myself. I did it. I
yeah.
got it.
Okay. Then let's go
No, it hasn't changed
to
on the
what
combat
you're doing
tracker.
next.
Well, maybe you change it because it didn't save it for me.
All right, I'll see if I can do that. In the meantime, what are you doing next?
I'm holding until somebody comes down this hallway. Like, Alset is not the guy that runs into battle. That's not his thing, right?
So in
So I
that
will
case,
just make sure I
so
have a
it
line.
sounds
I'll make
like
sure I have a line of sight for this. I
So
hold
Tusk-
initiative. I mean, whatever you need me to do.
well, this is what I'm looking at. Tusk and Alset are essentially not doing anything yet. Is Allie going to be doing anything
right.
or waiting for Marty to come back?
No, I'm gonna go in there.
Okay, so let's go with that then. Let's move on to Allie, and because I was going to move the whole initiative order around if everyone was waiting, but in this case, we'll just go with what we've got. So from here, you should be able to move
Mhm.
up to where you can see them and do what it is you think you want to do to them.
We went up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
north. Correct.
Also, she's changing the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see me like pulling out an arrow, and then I just got pelted in the back of the head by a really hard rock. And I'm like, oh, as you make your way up, Allie.
Okay, well, 25 is about as far as I can go with these legs. So,
You can go further
But-
depending on if you want to do anything.
I was wanting to. Now I can see the icon on my screen. That means I
You can see them. Yep.
the Kobold.
Yeah, I'd say that there's a clear line of sight. Again, if you look at the way it's set up, both on your screen as well as on the stream screen that I'm broadcasting here. Granted, the kobolds are right up behind Randy there, but yeah, you can see them.
Okay.
There,
And we
yeah,
said
Randy, you just got to move to the
T
side.
and then
a little.
inventory.
Under inventory, you have to target them. So you can either hover over it, press T to target, or double right click on it to target, and then under your inventory or spells or whatever it is you want to do. Nice, Randy. I like that. So say you want to well, actually, I don't know what you have for weapons, but say you wanted to shoot a bow, you would go under your inventory, find the bow, and shoot it.
Oh,
And
that's
that'll
cool.
show
There's a
up
little
the thing.
section.
All
for
right. Oh, I see the
situational
spear.
bonus.
Say that again?
Okay, and we're doing just a normal public roll. I was just commenting that there's a spot where it says if there's like a situational bonus, like if I got like a plus
Right.
D4 for some reason.
Exactly.
Okay,
In this
so
case, it
normal
should just be
roll
a
and
normal
public
roll.
roll.
Oh.
We
So
are
we get to see
rolling
right
so
there
good,
that you
guys.
miss. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that Allie's
you
going to
missed the
do?
Cobalt?
If not, you can move your turn or end your turn so that we can get Marty up. Up and at them.
Okay.
Up and at them.
I'm sorry. How do we move the turn on?
Did she
You
open
may
up
not have the
taskbar?
combat tracker open. If you go to the fist in the thingy up there, right click on the fist and it'll open the combat tracker in a separate window. And then you can
You see
move
and turn at the
to
bottom of that
end
list
your
that pops
turn.
up.
You see, like everyone's going to point at it. That's funny.
Oh, okay. I see. There's like
Yeah.
I had the screen
If you-
minimized a little bit, so there's like hotkeys in the middle of the way. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
All right.
all
Well,
right, so-
I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm bleeding quite heavily here. All right, it's time to go, and I'm going to run.
What color is Marty's blood?
It would be most likely, since he's a red, maroon, I should say, tiefling, be mostly red.
Okay. So it might
All
not
right,
even
but
be obvious
I'm
he's
going
bleeding,
to.
except some parts of him will be shiny.
Oh no, I can see it because again, I'm wearing the crimson minotaur robes, and it's becoming much more crimson now. And I'm like, oh no, this is going to stain awfully. And I'm going to use my action to dash out of the area and get back towards Alset. I'm like, Alset, my man, there's more of them back there. I think we need to also work on our shirts to stain resistance. And that'll be
Have one of
my
my guys look at it.
Arrow resistance as well. That would be very
How many did you
useful.
see?
Right.
and then I will end my turn.
All right. Then we've got we're back with the koboldness. So the first one is just going to move a little closer to Allie, and you know what? He's just going to go right up to you. This is fine. All right, he's going to charge in because he thinks he's a badass. Maybe you are more so than he. And he's just going to end his turn in your face while the other one moves a little closer to sling another rock. He was pretty successful with that last rock at Marty, so I think he feels like he's got a pretty good chance here. Just grabbing another rock from the ground, putting it in the sling, and flicking it towards Allie, but misses horribly in this case. A 7 does not hit the Paladin of Doom. After that happens, that kobold in the back turns around behind him, shouts something koboldic back from whence he came, and then we move on to Tusk.
Shall I go join her and kick these things' ass, gentlemen?
Well, I can't do anything if everybody's having a party around the corner.
Yo, help Allie.
The green man speaketh.
Ah, I hate this thing.
That's awesome. Well, we can see the kobolds now. I'm going to...
It's pretty trippy.
while you
I'm the
go, I'm
invisible
going to
man.
arrange the screen a little bit so we can see a little more. That's too funny, though.
Okay. 10. Oh, it's tight in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you can't see through the walls, it's like, okay. So she needs to just fall back.
And that's actually, for me, that's part of the idea here, that when we use this token line of sight, it can give you more of that feel of how cramped this actually is. It's so different for me than just saying you're in like a 4-foot-ish wide corridor. I mean, you're not walking side by side or, doing the right stuff, slow-mo march down these corridors. You've got to be picking your
Listen.
path through here.
All I'm saying is he should be able to step over me.
Oh yeah, he can't.
Definitely swing it over you.
And part of the normal rules are you can pass through an ally's square without a problem, but you cannot pass through an enemy square without a problem. It is presumed
That's a
that
good
you
point.
guys will suck it in and allow the other one to get past you.
I think the plan is still for you to fall back, so I moved to the other corridor, and I'm just going to wait here, and that's how I'm going to end my turn.
So you're just going to let her get beat up
I'm
somewhere. That's
still
cool.
holding. Well, I told her to pull back. Get out of there, Allie. Draw him out. Draw him out.
Fall back.
I can
Also,
do
Joe,
that.
if you want to try editing my armor class, you can try it because I couldn't edit my armor class. So you might be
Yeah,
able to
I was
do it.
going to mess with it a little, but I want to make sure I had enough time in between to do it. So, yeah, go ahead. Finish your turn. Well, you're done, right? You're not going to...
Yep,
Chris, you're not going to do nothing.
Yep.
Allie. There's Allie.
correct. Just holding.
Alrighty. So we're gonna do this.
You can do this for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna hit the kobold she's going to stick her tongue out, and then she's going to back up.
Well then. Did you roll damage?
Oh, it
There's
says
a damage button there too.
16
You
damage
hit,
for me
but-
in the thing.
Well, that's 16
That's
to
your
hit.
roll, I think.
There's still a damage to roll as well.
Oh!
That's okay. This is your first
I know how
time
to use
doing this.
technology.
That's just like a whole bunch of dice flew out there.
I know. That was kind of weird.
You know, tell you what, 12 damage, sure.
Dead.
Let's take 12 damage. Alrighty. Let's I was just looking at Alset's stuff here, so let me move this out of the way and determine what you did to this poor guy. Oh, you killed him. He's dead.
Brutalized him. He's mauled.
Oh, good.
that's
The
that
corpse
guy.
cannot provoke an attack of opportunity, so that's good.
Not necessarily, but
Bonus.
if you want to go running down the hall and roll a 1, somebody's done that already, by the way. Then, granted, he wasn't running, but go down the hall, hit a 1. But no, it's not going to be obstructing anything. But this guy was clearly more of a damage dealer, not a whole lot of health to him. If that is the end of your turn, Kiki, for Allie, you can go ahead and end the turn, and we can see what Marty's up to.
Yeah.
Marty is breathing heavily and is looking at his, he's taking his shirt up and he's like, oh, this is going to scar. Well, I mean, scars are good, right? All set. I mean, that's good for marketing. It shows we've done some
The
things
ladies
correct.
like the
They like
scars.
the scars. They like the scars. Okay, all right. I'm just going to shake my
I
arm
love
and I'm
the
going to go.
scars.
I'm like, I don't look back. Allie, is there another one down the hallway or is it clear in the hallway right now?
She'll wipe some blood off of her cheek. Well, I was told to fall back, so I believe there's more in there, but I didn't.
All right,
think you
all
looked-
right. All right. Well, let me take a look here real quick. I'll move over to the same space as Allie and I'll look down the hallway. Can I see them from where I'm at? The one?
Can you see them on the screen?
I
That's
can,
my
yes.
next question.
I can, yes.
If
Okay.
you can, then yes. Now,
Okay.
this is where the stream screen doesn't have the same amount you have. So let me just zoom out a little. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. So I will then look and I'll be like, all right, well, let's see if we can maybe end this old man here. And I will cast Ice Knife at him. Let me go ahead and roll that spell for you.
That's
Ice
cold
Knife
hearted.
of Doom.
Marty, try not to hurt yourself.
No, it's all right, it's all right. I'm a trained professional, dear. And then I'll just
He's just not trained in
shut the thing
this.
down. Let's go ahead and attack, and let us roll. That is a 19.
A 19 is Shogun hit.
And then we will roll
Did
damage.
you have him target? I was going to say,
I
did you have him
thought I
target?
did. I probably didn't actually. No, my apologies. I did not. Oh, because I needed to place a
Okay.
thing down first. That's my apologies. So there's a little radius that I wasn't familiar with that yet. My apologies.
No problem.
14.
No problem. We got that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've used an area of
But they
effect
get it-
spell in Foundry.
It's
It
session
says
0.
no
all over
target
again.
to save, which tells me he gets a save. What is the save that he
The,
gets?
the save is the targets around him. So if there are any creatures within that radius around him, they also take shrapnel damage from the ice knife.
Nice.
Okay, so he's taking the full damage then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
My
let me
apologies
do
for
that.
for not knowing the thing. My apologies.
No problem. All right. So you have damaged said kobold.
Yes.
The ice definitely seems to have affected him somewhat, but he's
Oh.
still there. He's with it.
Oh, good show, man. And then I'll just use the last bit of movement that I have to just move next to Tusk, and I'm gonna like position myself behind Tusk, and that's it.
Cool. All right.
End turn. Okay.
The,
Tusk, I'm just gonna pat Tusk on the shoulder. I'm gonna massage your shoulders. So you've got this, old boy. You've got this here.
I'm glad you're okay, my friend.
Mhm.
Please,
You
don't
can handle
touch
it.
me.
No, it's all right. This is good for the Deltoids here. You've got
You're
this.
touching my blade wounds from the scimitar.
So at this point, you hear you hear it turn and run. clearly its claws scraping the ground as it runs, and the sound gets farther away.
Direction.
He ran away from you. The
Good show, Marty.
Oh, I see that template now. Let's get rid of said template. Okay.
Good job, old boy. You seem to have gotten it.
Now, what is
Defend
your
you.
immediate reaction to this? By this, I mean, are we staying in combat?
Ali, do you have another spear you can chuck at him before he gets all the way away?
Me too. but I
At
don't
this
know if
point,
I can reach him.
we've got Tusk and Alset that have a chance to act first if they want to.
Tusk
do you have
can try
anything you
fling at
can-
his battle axe all the way down there.
Tusk, can you throw something at him?
Can I hand him my spear?
What would
So
a
for
great
the-
effort be to throw it?
Let's go with impossible at this point.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay.
mainly, as far as you guys went up the hallway, that passageway there,
How about
you saw that
about throwing a
where
halfling?
the kobolds were, they turned, the passageway turned, and he ran away and turned a corner. So with the amount of movement he has for a runaway action, he's definitely 60 feet away from where he was before. So chances of
Shall
you
I
just
pursue?
peeking down there and throwing something is pretty minimal for it to be effective.
So what you're saying is I need to invest in like a boomerang.
Maybe a really, really smart boomerang. A
All right, well,
dronerang.
Good show, everyone. Good show. Ali, I appreciate you coming down to my aid. I hope you don't think less of me for running past you in a flurry, but as you can see, I was concerned about my shirt. I think maybe we should regroup. What do you think, everyone?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and do some heals if I can.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh,
Ali.
yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
I dropped the combat, so we're out of the combat now, and out of initiative, I should say. So you can go ahead and do whatever you like there.
Yes, I mean, all set. I mean, you look like you're ripping and raring to go, but I think the rest of us might need to regroup a little bit here, unless you have other plans, old man.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
All right. So should we set up some sort of fortification here, or should we exit the cave and regroup outside?
I don't think that guy's going to come down here. So,
But there's a problem of him bringing other people down here, though. There might
well,
be
then
more.
we
than
have
one.
the killing floor. We're good. It's a narrow passage. We just bind them up right here. It's fine.
I don't know, Ali and Tusk. You are our main forms of protection down here. What do you think, both of you?
We have 5 bodies we could stack up in the way to give us an alarm if they come this way.
It's very Spartan of you. That's a good idea.
We had this in another game at one time, Chris. It was one of the games you were running in the shed, and we had the stack the bodies at the door, stack the bodies at the door.
Oh no!
Yes.
It happens.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then Tusk, if you want to grab some of the bodies here, and Ali, are you good with this here? Are you good with this plan of action?
I am all right with that. Give us a little bit of time to get back into top shape.
All right, very good. Tusk, my shoulder hurts greatly. Would you mind getting the bodies for us?
Yes, that is
All
fine.
right, good man. And I will sit down and I will wait for Ali to maybe heal me if that's what she's planning on doing.
So
Yeah,
Tusk walks back to the other side, grabs the 2 bodies that are over there, circles back around over here where there's 3-ish in the area. So start stacking them in front of that tunnel.
Okay. So
No,
you wanna
I
just
guess-
put some bodies at now. Which tunnel do you mean? That small one to the north, or back out
Yeah.
where Alset is, that main entrance? Because that's only 10 feet wide as well.
To the north, just to kind
Okay.
of get you might grab the tents and like take them apart and try to stretch them across it too. Just make a
Well, we don't want to block
barricade
it
of-
off completely. We want to, be able to go up there. But
it's just enough to close it off from them getting easily to us first, and then easily take it downable by us, removable. Words. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
All right.
It is indeed Monday.
Yes, I cast Mage Hand and I have it start massaging my neck for me as this is a very harrowing experience. Ali, how is it coming along with the healing here? I know that I don't want to rush you. Believe me, I want you to make sure you're doing what you need to do. But I guess you can see, and I hold up my shoulder, and you can see, and there's just blood still pouring out of it. I'm losing quite a bit here. I don't know how much I have left. I'm feeling a little faint-headed, actually. Yes. So, is there anything that you can do for this?
How bad is he?
Well, you see, if you keep bothering me about it, we'll see which runs out first, your blood or my patience.
Well, I mean, right now the blood might be first, but okay, all right.
Allie's doing fine. Kiki's struggling. I got this.
There you go. Yeah, the so if you can see Chris as far as how he's doing, if you see the
Yeah,
hit
just
point
look,
bar.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
yeah,
I'll be like,
exactly.
I'm like, Alset, what do you think these creatures are doing here? They don't look like traditional lizardy things that I'm aware of, yes?
Well, the fact that they might have been made instead of born, because they have different features about them, perhaps they're guardians of the dragon's horde or something. I'm not sure.
Do you think that the guardians of the dragon's horde, there's an actual dragon that they're working
Well,
for
I
here?
mean, there was a dragon here. Another dragon could have moved in. It's possible.
So there's every chance that there's a dragon here.
Well, there's always a chance there's a dragon and a dragon's.
Oh my good! Oh my goodness!
Almost
Alset, we've gone on many adventures here together, but I don't know if we are prepared for this one.
I'm having technical difficulties.
It's all right, Allie. It's all right. Take your time. Tusk, how's the body wall coming?
Seems to be coming together.
Does anyone have potion of healing besides me?
I thought I went to Tim to get some potions. I don't remember if I actually.
We went to the village and they didn't have any.
I went to Tim before.
No, Tim had some.
Tim had some. Yeah, Tim had some.
Randy
Yeah.
tried to give them to Chris, and Chris was like, "I don't want these. Take them."
Yeah. So you should have some then. Yes.
So, how many of those?
I
did
have one on my
Like
character.
two?
I didn't know if anybody else did.
I didn't write it down when I put on my character, so I couldn't remember.
Let me give me just a second here. I might be able to help by just
That would be important.
this is another thing. We're going to try some of the technical stuff in the game here. So I'm going to see if I can take a potion of healing and drop it. Let me just a second here. And if this works, then you can use it from your inventory.
would
Let
be
me
pretty
go
cool.
to
Yeah. Very cool.
Tusk.
I just realized
So
I
now
have javelins on me.
What?
Shame.
They're just toothpicks to touch, though.
As Tusk opens up his bag, he looks at it. He's like, oh.
Oh,
Forgot
I
about these.
It
I've got
appeared
a
in the
full-
inventory.
all right.
Forgot
So
about these.
now go ahead and see if you can use it. See what happens. Because if that works, then I'll drop it on a
Must
couple others. here,
Target a
too.
token before roll.
I'm having troubles using the lay on hands. It's just like popping up in the chat thing, but it's not like doing anything.
You have to target
Okay.
somebody, then try
Yeah.
it, maybe?
It's
Yeah,
already
match
on my
target.
screen. It's showing the arrows around Marty, but
Yeah,
when I
that-
click it, it just shows lay on hands in the
Hmm.
chat bar, but no like stats or anything.
Yeah, some of the spells kind of work like that. You might just have to see what the roll, or what is it? Is like a certain point value.
It's as much as she
Yeah.
wants to dump in
Right.
as far as what she has available in her pool of
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. So it says with that pool, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level.
Times 5, I believe. Yeah. So you should have
Yeah,
20,
so-
but I believe you used some on yourself before. So I don't know how much you have left.
I haven't cast any spells yet.
I thought you used some of the lay on hands on yourself in the last fight, but I could be wrong on that.
Mm-mm.
Well, then Joe might have to re-up your
Yeah,
points
Joe
then,
might have to re-up it then.
since we don't
Yeah,
have the health meter.
By the way,
I-
if you look at it under your features and you right click on it, it brings up that description. And the reason why you can't just click it to have it happen is because it's, as we were just saying, it's one that is a certain amount that you choose. Therefore, it can't just apply like a 1d8 plus something, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
you have to pick. And with that, yeah, I might need to make an adjustment on the hit points.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing a place where I can like type anything in. Like
Right.
I've got the description up, but like I said in the chat, it just says my character name, the icon, lay on hands, and nothing else. Like it lights up
Okay.
when I hover over it, but it doesn't let me do anything.
Joe, try putting us in combat and see if that works, because I can't choose an icon right now either to use a potion.
Well, the potion would just be used on yourself.
I know. I try to click myself. I try to click Marty. Nothing's working
for that
Did you
at
just
all.
use Potion of Healing? If you
I've
look in
tried
your
to do it in the
inventory and you
inventory.
click on it, it has a
It
button that
didn't-
says Use Potion of Healing.
Let me double check. Let's see.
Yeah.
Potion. Yes, potion liquid.
I'm just curious
Yes,
because this would be the first time we're doing this one too.
It
And
pops back
hey,
up. You must
nice-
target a token before rolling the attack.
Okay.
What?
So it's
That
not
is weird.
letting you. It's not letting you target.
It's not letting me choose anybody. It's not letting me just use it in my inventory to use it on myself.
Oh, that's crazy talk right there. All right, let me. I mean, we're set on free movement. Let's look at combat.
What if you
and
bring
see
up the
what that
little
does.
like targeting icon and then do it? I could target people right now.
Yeah, if you hover and press T, it'll target them. You can see if that helps. And
Yeah, I can
Kiki,
target
how many
people
hit
too,
points were
so-
you trying to give to Marty?
I wanted to give him as much as I could, just
Inventory.
hoping that we
What-
have a long rest soon.
What's the number?
There we go.
I think she has 20, but let's verify.
T
She has-
worked.
She's
Okay.
able to have up to 20, but yeah, it depends on.
There it goes.
So if you tell me a number, actually, Jason, you may be able to just go into your character sheet and change the hit point number
normal.
when you have the number.
Yeah, it says your blessed touch can heal wounds. You have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you take a long rest. With that pool, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5. As an action, you can touch a creature and draw power from the pool to restore a number of hit points to
Yeah,
that
she has
creature
20.
up to the maximum amount remaining in your pool.
Yeah, she has
Okay.
20. Use.
Yeah. Try the T method because that worked for the potion.
Now that I don't think it's going to do that because it's a variable number. It's up to 20. So how many do you actually want to use? Because 20 would bring him to 29. But I also just added a potion of healing for Marty, like I was doing for Tusk, and I'll add one for the others. Because I remember we did say there were potions at one point, so we did have those. No use in not having them at this point.
Okay, well then for now, we'll go ahead and do 5 just to kind of check on him and get the bleeding to stop while we're waiting for the potion.
There you go. I did add one to Tusk. I added one to Marty. I just added one to Allie, and I'm about to add one to Alset. I figured he would be last because he hasn't lost any hit points. No real harm there. Not
Yeah,
having a
so
health potion.
yeah, I was able to just go in there and manually update my hit points. So we are good.
Outstanding.
Marty is feeling
Good.
much better now. Much better. So
Yes.
very very nice. Ellie, you always never cease to amaze me with your skills. Looks much better now.
Somebody want a potion of healing from me? Anybody?
What's it?
Anybody want a potion of healing?
I mean, I'll take it if you don't want to carry it around, old man. I'll hold on to it for you.
No, I mean, because like everybody's injured still, so, like all three of you, so somebody should take something.
I'm feeling a little bit better here. I think we maybe hold on to that one on my end. I don't know, Ali, Tusk, do you need another potion?
Well, I'm just thinking you should
hold on
use
to
it
it.
now. But I mean, what do you have for? Does Allie have some points to burn up on people?
She has 15 more. She only used 5 so far.
Hmm.
I mean, it'd be better to get people close to full before we do anything.
The other point here is, are you guys going to try and take a short rest? If so, you'll be
What?
able to use some hit dice.
Well, that's
Because I heard you say you wanted to regroup.
that's up
And,
to
and
the
I have
other.
no problem with
Yeah.
you attempting a short rest.
Yeah, that's up to you three because I feel fine. So
I am
mean,
but a humble murder machine. You tell me what you need, I'll take care of it.
Well, we need the murder machine to be up and running. So I mean,
Yes.
Tusk, do you need a short rest, old boy?
If you wish, please shackle me with my chains I have.
Well, we weren't going to sleep here. I mean, I don't think that it's nighttime out. I think we'll be all right. Allie, what about
may
you? Do
really
you need
want to sleep.
Allie, do you need a short rest?
How do I see my health?
Your health itself, if you double click your token, it'll open up your character sheet. Also, your
Aha.
health is the tiny bar at the bottom of your token.
Oh geez, yeah, I'm almost like halfway down. I do agree that we should get in a little bit better condition maybe before.
All right, fine. Give me the potion here, Alset. Give it to me.
Now, there is a thing I added that's a module that allows you to give something from your inventory to another character. So if you want to try that, it's 2 little hands, like a trade kind of thing, in next to the thing in your inventory.
2 little hands in inventory. What?
What?
Yeah, I don't see that under.
I don't see that either.
Hold just a second here. Because I'll just add another one as needed, just to make it easier.
Well, can I target somebody and then use the potion? I don't know.
You might
I
be
have
able
you
to,
targeted.
because it is touch. As long as you're adjacent, it might work.
I have you targeted. There's no hand symbol that comes up for me on the inventory.
Oh, it's not that way. It's in your inventory. If you open up your character sheet, look at your inventory, and there are 4 icons. There's one for equipped, edit, then it is give item, and then it is delete.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. That allows you to actually trade stuff within the game. If you want to give somebody else the
Gotcha.
Marty's got perfume, of course. If Marty happened to want to give the perfume to somebody else,
he doesn't trade that for nothing now. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I can give item. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I'm giving it to Marty because nobody else wants it.
All right.
Offer item. Here it comes.
I will confirm that item. Thank you so much. All set.
All right. Accepting your trade request. Pleasure doing business.
Awesome. So again, for me, we're learning this stuff. We're learning this as we go, and it's kind of, for me, it's still neat, the technical bits of the system that actually help us do this. But like I think Jason, you had mentioned when we were playing on Thursday, it helped the system, or it helped the game go quicker, but only once we learned what buttons to press to help make it go quicker.
Yeah.
And if we continue in this system, then it's going to help us as we move forward. Once we remember, hover and T to target, and then, all these little things that we're picking up as we go. It's kind of like, for me, if we've got a battle map out there, it's the same kind of idea. If you want to put a poisoned token next to a creature, you still have to do that. There are all these little things that we've got to learn as we get started.
Where was the thing to expend a hit die to get some health back? Was that utility short rest, or what was that?
Yeah, I think you have to hit short rest. It's under utility short rest. Yeah, like you just said.
Were you guys okay with short rests?
I believe we said we were not going to short rest because we were just taking potions. And
let's have Allie bump up Tusk a little bit more with whatever points she has.
Alrighty.
That'll get him at least, I don't know, it doesn't have to be full, but at least a little bit, at least towards a greener state.
I'm sitting at 30 and 56, so
Jesus. Okay.
I'm not the worst for wear, but
I mean, you have what, 15 left?
Yeah.
Guess it's up to you if you want to give.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Marty, you're looking pretty.
I'm feeling much better now, Alex. Much better now. I've dumped some of the potion into my wound, and I'm like, yeah, this is very nice.
So is there a way for me to actually actively use the lay on hands, or for now do we just have to have the other person adjust their hit points?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to.
That's what it would be for now. Yeah, as far as we can tell. Now that's something that we may need. We may be able to figure out in between. But just like when we're struggling with any specific rule, when we're struggling with anything technical, where we can, we'll just plow forward and learn the technology to be able to use it next time.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll just go ahead and give Tusk my remaining 15, and we'll just take a rest when we can, just because we have no idea what's up there. So.
Okay.
You
Now, with that in mind, what I'd like to do is get you guys back into moving around there. I'm just going to change the map a little so we can see a little bit more of it. Now, as far as the movement in here, all I'm looking for, and this is where I think it'll be kind of neat as a visual, and being a visual stream thing, I think that's cool. I'd like to see a marching order, and then you guys move a few feet. I shouldn't say a few feet, a few squares. And then, everybody just kind of catch up, because I think it'll be kind of neat to watch the party actually move through a dungeon corridor. And, whoever's up front will start to see what's up ahead and maybe get an idea of what to do.
Well,
And then we'll
Tusk,
figure
would
out
you like
when
the
we
back or
enter
the
combat.
front?
I have no, dark vision, so I'll go up front.
Well, hold on. Let's think this through. Do we want to go back to the north, where we kind of know where somebody might be, but we've kind of blocked it off, and we do the path to the east to see something new? What do you think?
I mean, if they're up there towards the north, you would assume that the thing that they may be protecting is up to the north here. But I'm all up for here. Ali, what about you? What do you think here? You took the initiative in the last fight. What do you think?
I didn't see Hippo was up too far.
How confident are we feeling about our little wall?
Tusk, what do you think? You're the mason of the wall.
Sturdy enough to keep them busy for a couple of minutes, at least.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, in game terms, if you were to hear them behind you, you would probably have a couple of turns to figure out what to do before they got to you, if you think of it that way.
I could even drop down some ball bearings and caltrops to slow them down some more if they get through.
We'll
Banana
just scatter
peels,
some pebbles.
I'm
It's
just
fine.
to slow them up. So I
Just
mean,
put
well,
some
then-
rocks, put them
that-
down that hallway.
that opens the option to go to the east passage. It's just
All right, well, let's head to
I'm
the
good
east.
either way. I just
Let's head to the east then. All right, let's go. Who wants to go first? I went
but
first last time. It didn't go very well for me.
I think the halfling should be up front, because then we could shoot over her if needed, or at least Tusk can shoot over her. I'm kind of small myself.
No,
I'm
I
a little
can-
taller than her, but
I can shoot over her as well, so I think that'd be fine. Ellie, are you good
Of
with
course.
leading the team?
My dark vision isn't as good as the rest of yours, so as long as I've got somebody at the ready behind me, I'm fine with that.
I thought
All
she
right.
had that torch.
I'll be behind
Let
you.
me throw in my other question here. Are you guys going to try and do this stealthily at all?
I would.
I would say definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Best we
I
can, at
want
least.
to have a stealth roll for the two people up front. The first two, I should say, and then the
I think
others
it's Tusk and Alley
we
then.
can take under the presumption that you're staying back just enough that if they tell you that, I don't think any of you have the full one-man band outfit on and you're just clanging the cymbals and stuff, right? So the two behind, I'm not so worried about. The two up front, I would like to have stealth rolls for. And we'll
Allie,
see how
what's her disadvantage?
stealthily you are able to move.
All right, and I don't think I get anything extra for it. I think I just get like proficiency in it or something for being a halfling.
You definitely get a
It wasn't
9.
Horrible, but that was mine.
And an 8.
Oh,
So I guess it
So we
kind of
didn't
makes
botch,
sense that if you've
but-
got the two fighterer kinds up front, they're probably not all that great at keeping quiet. All right, so
Good
go
at
ahead
dealing
and
damage.
go ahead and start your moving, and we'll just kind of follow along from there. I think it's neat that I get to watch the stuff move. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, because Allie's at a disadvantage for stuff because of the chainmail. That
Mhm.
screws her up.
And
Heavy
she
armor.
also has a torch. Just so
Well, yeah.
so you guys keep that in mind too. She actually has a light source because she can't see otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to move up Tusk since you're second behind her.
Yeah, it's not going for some reason.
it might be because Marty's there.
No,
Didn't matter.
It shouldn't be. There we go. I saw a move. There's a move.
There we go.
All right.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, I'm tickled with how this looks. It's kind of fun. I like that.
Can't
That's
see-
really cool.
Can't see anything.
I like to watch the party actually move along. Did you say you can't see
Isn't
anything?
there a way to do
Chris?
like diagonal? I can barely see. anything.
Yeah, you press the two corresponding arrows at the same time to move diagonal. But this
Yeah.
map, because of how
Gotcha.
constricted the corridors are, diagonal might not be the way to move anyway. All right, so you guys
That
get
works.
down to
I don't know about you guys.
what is apparently a dead end, and you're all now standing on each other's shoulders.
okay, cool.
I think. But that is a dead
Allie,
end.
Allie, what do you see?
I see a wall
It's a dead
Huh.
end. Is that what it is?
Is there
Yeah.
a secret door built into this
Yeah, I
wall?
was going
Larry?
to say, is it a true dead end?
Can you feel around on the wall here?
There isn't
can
a
do
sign
my
that says dead end
best.
or a sign that says secret door.
I feel like I'm not the best equipped for that.
Tusk, can you hold her up and so she can look around and see if there is a hidden lever or something on the wall?
Feel around on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
How high is the roof? I'd be able to pick
The
her up or ceiling.
the corridors in here, I guess I wanted to describe this when we first started heading down, that for away from the pool area, and I hadn't. So let me fill you guys in. When you're in these corridors, these pathways, these little cavernous, well, not cavernous, cavern small hallways, the walls are similar to what you see on the map. Remember, I tinted everything red because there's this red moss kind of over everything. In one way or another, everything is tinted red. It has a very faint glow. The walls are rocky, just like you see. However, they're clearly not all natural. All right, so there may have been a small path here that was just made wider. And with that in mind, think almost every of these narrow passageways you go down, you're going to see that it comes up to a point rather than a circle arch. It comes up to a point at the top. So the walls are kind of rocky and rough going up the sides, and then at the ceiling itself, right in the middle, it comes to a point, and that is about 10 feet up. So who was the tallest? Was it Tusk? Whoever it is, you can't. In the center, you can't reach the ceiling without either jumping up or maybe on your toes. I guess you'd have to be about 7 feet tall to be able to hit the ceiling.
I think
How
he
tall
is
are you,
7 feet
Tusk?
tall. I have to double check my description, but I think he was 7. Open up.
So can we try to find
But,
something up with this dead end? We search
yeah,
around.
so if somebody is going to do an actual search, we're going to look for a couple of different things. If you have an idea of what you want to look for, like
7-2.
maybe you've discovered secret
Could you
doors
see
in
if
the
there's
past.
maybe anything unnatural here?
I'd like to take a look.
Magic. Just kidding.
I would like to take a look at the wall. Yeah, see if there's
Okay.
little holes or something depresses into the wall.
Sounds like an investigation check to me. You have an idea of what you're looking for, so you're investigating that. If anybody's just going to look in general, then I'll be looking for a perception check. If you've got something else you want to use specifically, let me know, and we'll go from there.
Oh God, horrible!
We are rolling so great tonight.
I know.
guys.
I get like a +6, and it's still like, I roll bad then.
Yeah.
This happened to me last time.
Your highest bonuses are the lowest rolls.
Yep.
It offsets.
0 cents. Horrible.
All right. Who
Tusk is
else
just gonna
is
start.
taking a look?
Can Tusk just start knocking on the walls, see if there's anything that feels more hollow than just solid wall? That'd be like an investigation. Or
Yes. Yeah, perception is a perception check to me.
Perception.
I mean, you know what? I would go with perception, or I mean, it's like knocking. Well, let's start here. Now, if you would roll a
That was not me.
roll a strength and a perception, just a straight up
Okay,
strength
it
check.
was Perception, because I was here.
Okay.
All right, that's not going to help.
Oh,
A 2 is not. Yeah.
All right, guys,
And
I gotta
then
jump off. I gotta get to work. So
That's going to mess up my cameras there, Jason.
why are there
I'm
so many
sorry.
2s coming? Okay, apparently I'm just rolling 2s. You
All
have to
right,
leave,
and
Jason?
yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go and jump onto a work call. So I apologize, guys.
okay,
Marty,
okay.
why are you falling asleep right here? Marty, wake up.
It's one of those things. The blood loss, and I just kind of fall forward.
It's bloodlust. Done.
We can leave
Anyway.
leaving this dead end.
All right, but anyways, have a good rest
All
of
right.
your game, guys. I'll catch up on the stream here, but my apologies, but I gotta jump on to work. So sorry.
It's all
Have a
good.
good night, Jason.
That's okay.
Bye,
We'll,
guys.
we'll try and
Later,
keep you
buddy.
alive, man.
Keep me alive. He's too
All
busy to
right.
die. Don't forget that. That's this motto. He's too busy
We'll
to
put
die.
one of the tents over him.
Yeah.
Down here.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
See you, Jason. Thanks, man.
Okay, so Tusk just doesn't feel like hitting the walls, I guess. So I rolled two
Yeah.
2s. What the?
So what
No.
it comes down to, Randy, you know, the reality of it is now there's too much sound dampening, I guess, maybe with the moss and what have you. So even when you hit it, it's kind of a wet thud just to hit the wall. And then when you finally find a dry spot, the sound around it's just kind of absorbed as well. That's one reason, if you hadn't guessed, by the way, that's one reason why even within 20 feet of the kobolds at that camp out near the pool, the water was still making more noise than you were, and more noise than the kobolds were. So things are kind of quieter in this area.
Just
Anything-
seems like normal wall to me. I think we should go back.
Anything with a 14 perception? Just trying to find anything.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, so with a 14, there you get a feeling that this wall, because there's the whole idea, like I was saying, it's kind of man-made. I got to fix these cameras. People are cut off. Anyway, because it's kind of man-made, this ending is clearly a man-made ending. However, you can't find any way to get past it.
Well, I'm not finding much either. I think maybe this might be a task for another time.
Good attempt. Alistair, where should we go? They're all set.
Alistair?
The other Al. We have two Al's in the group.
We're not noticing any writing anywhere on the wall or anything. Or
Correct.
underneath some of the
Well, actually,
bioluminescent
did
stuff.
you didn't make a perception roll, did you, Chris?
I was just searching for like
You did
some kind of, like,
investigation.
switch. Yeah.
Investigation.
I mean, if you want to just take it as looking in general, go ahead and do that, and we can check the
Perception for
roll
that one.
based on that. Yeah.
This is just perception on this time.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
it
unless you have something else. Damn it, I didn't want to click that.
Yeah, for me it would
me
just be
go back to
investigation
there.
again. But I mean, if it's it would
Yeah,
normally be
I don't want to make the
investigation.
same roll. Yeah, I don't want to make the same roll again. Here, you want to look for something different because you didn't find what you were looking for the first time.
Right. No, I understand.
Yeah.
It just seems like, yeah, I guess that could work. Let's see how this works.
I mean, you can always take a stab in the dark. There might be something to catch the blade, right?
Please don't do
That's
that.
true. Let's see.
That's all I've seen tonight.
14.
Um,
Nothing
no,
amazing.
I mean, I can say it feels like you validated what Allie determined, that there's definitely something there, but
Right.
it's just
only other thing I
the
could think-
feeling.
The only other thing I could think is if there's something magical here. There's nothing to me that would suggest that, but that's not my field of expertise.
I have no interest in staring at this wall any longer.
So
Yes,
why
you
don't
do.
we go
Yeah,
back
I
the
could-
other way?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything I could use any arcana for. I had nothing to go on to dig deeper.
Mhm.
So I'm fine with going back the other way, and perhaps we will figure it out later.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I am.
So with that in mind, do you guys want to? You're just going to backtrack at this point, yes?
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Okay, that's all.
I don't want to try to make enough noise to like break through the wall, right? Or we might find something. I don't want to do that because that's an option, but I don't want to do that.
Right. I mean, it's a good point.
I guess
Now, based on what Tusk found, poking around at the wall, you can be pretty sure that it's not. You're not just going to be busting through it. Right? It's a damn solid wall, but it's the idea that
Right.
the end is not a natural end. It's part of the man-made. Okay. Alrighty, let's go to where you guys want to go
Maybe
next.
we can
Let
take
me
another
take-
look later.
Let me remove
still think I'm off center still.
Marty. If I make him in, yeah, there we go. I just need to make Marty invisible so that you guys can move where you need to move, and the map will stay focused on you
Alistair
guys.
jumped the wall that I made.
He's stuck. He got stuck in the wall.
So you can proceed in the order that you want. Same idea if you want to try and move stealthily again. Let's do a couple of rolls, or a roll for each of the two people up front.
All right. So Tusk takes down his wall for the most part, and then just starts following Alistair north.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying.
am going to go ahead and try and do another stealth check.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Good job. See if I fare well as well.
See what Tusk ends up with. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Jeez.
Y'all got all sneaky sneaks this time.
Oh no, more
All right.
options.
Yeah, so you're able to move up into that spot. Now you can see here, right in this spot where you ended up, where you are right now. This is where the two kobolds were standing. You see on the ground a couple of small game bones, like they may have been standing there eating chicken wings or something like that. But that's where they came from. That's where the voices first came from when they were heard. And this is where they came from when they attacked you.
Mhm.
Nothing else of interest here. This is one spot. We see it's like a little... On our map, it looks like a little island. It's really just that's where there's caves around this spot. But there are no no differences in the walls where you are here, just like it was in the other passageway.
All right.
Seems to be only going one direction.
Yeah. And as you get to where you are there, if you'll hold on there for a second, you can hear in the distance some kind of, we'll have to call it chanting, because it's a monotonous kind of kobold sound, and it's definitely coming from the direction you're heading. But it's just a whole lot of, several different voices that are definitely chanting the same feel of the Draconic that you heard from the kobolds earlier, before one of them actually spoke Common. But it's just a whole lot of down there just, hey, da, da, hey, da, da,
Can we all hear it?
Yeah. But as you're getting, it's as you're
something-
getting towards this corner that you're facing, that's when you start to hear it. And because you're being quiet, it allowed you to hear it probably as early as you could have heard it. And that's why I wanted you to pause right there so you could decide what your next steps are.
Allie will just kind of look back at the rest of the party for confirmation that we want to keep going.
Is the inflection of the chanting like it would be? Because I mean, Alset, rather he doesn't understand Draconic, but he does do spells, and a lot of that's
Does
related.
it sound ritualistic?
Yes,
or,
right.
Yeah.
Or is it just like, hey, we're just saying, something,
Or are they saying,
Can you get that
exactly,
sense? Can you get that?
that's exactly the word I was going to use, Kiki, ritualistic. So you nailed that. It sounds like what you would expect it to sound like if they wanted a result at the end of this.
Okay.
You two, between the two of the characters, you've heard enough chants and rhythmic sounds that lets you know that this is a lead up to something, although it doesn't sound, it's not like, Temple of Doom kind of stuff. It's just more of
Kalima Shakti Day.
exactly. It's not that. It's more like the monks in the Holy Grail. Jesu Domine. But in Kobold.
Right.
So your guess.
I would
if
tell
you had
Allie
to
to
guess,
put that torch out.
if you had to guess, it would be something like trying to heal something, right? Trying to amend something. It's got that feel to it. And I say that mainly because Allie would be familiar with ritual chanting intended to heal. It has that feel.
Yeah.
It's a magical torch that relights itself. She may need to leave it in here.
Well, I don't want to. I want to be able to take a peek down there before we
Allie
just
now
like,
looks very
hey, we're
concerned.
here. So I
Yeah.
definitely want to. I
If you
want
see
Tusk and
if you see the change on our stream map, the change in the lighting, substantial when that torch goes out, and when we get in there, Allie Kiki on her own screen would see very little. So it's really kind of up to you guys how you handle the light source so far.
I would like to kill the torch right now, just so like Tusk and I can kind of like take a peek around the corner.
Okay.
You know.
I
Allie,
agree.
Do you want to wait here and just back us up if something goes wrong?
Allie's
So
gonna.
Kiki, if you want to if you want to try this, after you select your character, go up into that HUD, the utility menu, and under light picker, choose none, and that should get rid of the torch.
I don't have anything that says light picker under utility. I have initiative, rests, utility just says inspiration, and then it says toggle combat state.
Keep going down. Do you have the macros thing and light picker on there?
Mm-mm.
No? Well, then let me do it.
Not as fancy.
There.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
For some reason, I thought this was on everybody's character sheet, but it's not.
Yep.
Therefore, done. I doused your light for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
last thing on mine is
So-
toggle combat state as well.
Hopefully it doesn't
Okay,
pop
cool.
back
And
on
that's good
in
to
the
know
wrong
because that'll help me. So you let me know if you need to spark the torch back up. Speaking of, Randy, did we figure out how you were handling that everlasting torch that you picked up? Because
I give it to her
we
because
gotta-
she can't see in the dark.
Okay, so she has that. You can't just put that torch out. That torch needs to be
You
in
can
some
put it
kind of
away, though.
container.
Right?
All right. As long as you put it in a container that seals it completely in the darkness. And let's say you figured this out.
So
during
just
your
shove it in
little
a
break.
backpack if that's okay. Like one of her
Yeah.
backpacks or pouches.
Well, as long as the backpack doesn't let any light in, as soon as any light touches this torch, it comes back. Right? It doesn't light in total darkness unless you light it manually. But if there's any light around, the torch lights. It's like an Olympic torch, maybe. I don't know.
You need something to wrap it.
Okay.
My shirt's basically
I mean-
nothing.
The backpack would be fine now, but when you walk out into the sunlight, there might be some light that gets into that backpack.
Actually, you know what? I know exactly what she's going to do. She's going to grab the Crimson Minotaur shirt out of her bag, wrap it, and then put it in the backpack.
I heard those are highly
Outstanding.
flammable now.
Are either all
I have
set
one of
or
my guys look at
wearing
that.
any kind of like cape or anything? Anything like cloak?
Say that again, Kiki.
Are either all set or Tusk wearing any kind of like cloak or anything?
No,
No.
Tusk is wearing just a black shirt and I forget what color pants, probably brown.
I mean, we've
not a
got
cloak kinda guy.
we've got a disposable Marty around. You could just wrap it around or wrap Marty around it, and
Yeah, he can just hold still. Yep.
Okay, well then here's what we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
just-
Allie's gonna put the light out. She's gonna step back and she's gonna hold somebody's hand.
there you go. Because when you look through Allie's eyes, as Kiki would have to here,
It's
she
very
can't
dim.
see anything. Yeah,
It is
on her
very
map,
dim.
she can see her own token and nothing else.
Ollie,
That's
would
pretty
you
cool.
like to ride on my shoulder again, like before the wolves attacked?
Actually, no, that's a good point. I will do that, and I will have my spear at the ready for poking or throwing.
Lead the
Nice.
way, Alset. Unless you prefer I
Lead the way,
So
oh small
both of you
fry.
have pretty good dark vision, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably the same. Why can't I get through here?
diagonal.
You should
Yeah.
be able to jiggle the
There
handle.
we go. Jeez, yeah, I was getting kind of funky.
Okay. So as soon as you turn that corner, you guys were being quiet. So I'm going to give you a chance here to see what you see and then either step back or start a confrontation. I'll let you just take a gaze at what you see in front of you. I will remark at what you see. You see 4 things in your line of sight. There is what looks like an armored guard kobold right at the entrance. The kobold that you hit, currently in front of a big dragon skull that's blazing. I say in front of, he's like, 10 feet in front of it. And there is like a beam of healing rays coming out of this dragon skull. And that kobold is is currently healing. And then there's this tent off to the left. You can see some benches there, almost set up like pews with an altar there with some writing on it. And I'll let you could glance this, and then up to you whether you step back, decide what to do next, or start a confrontation.
How do I make my map go up? I only
You
see,
right
like-
click and drag.
Okay.
Look
There
at the
we
technical
go.
wizard.
There we go.
That's about all you'll get from me.
Thanks a lot.
More
I've
than
been
you
trying to
got
figure
from
that
me.
for like the whole entire time. I'm like, okay, so arrows aren't really working for that.
Yeah.
I see 2 bad guys and a flaming skull that appears to be healing.
So
me.
if you're going to stand there and talk
One of
about
them.
it, they're going to notice you. That's why I say, is this a split-second decision? You start a confrontation, or you step back and decide what you're doing next.
Yeah,
I
we're-
really don't. I
Oh,
don't
no,
want
I
any
wanna-
dragons coming out.
I want to start a conversation.
I want to start a fight.
So do you say something like Tusk charge or something?
Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, they're going to notice you
Besides
momentarily because there's a guard. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
It's
just
a
wanna,
matter
like,
of,
I
it's
just wanna,
going to
like-
happen.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I was all for getting the party started.
All right. Charging.
All right.
I was gonna say if we're doing this, I'm about to pull the torch back out because my rolls already suck.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, smolder ass. Wait.
This has
All
got
right.
chicken.
So let's do that just so you can have the light so that Allie can actually see. So I'll start the torchlight back up, and from there we'll do initiative. That's what we need to do next.
You know.
Nope.
Fight,
No active
fight,
combat
fight,
counter
fight.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm about to make that happen.
I jumped the gun. too.
I gotta
Make
do
it so.
that button, which should get us going.
Is it on?
Pow!
There.
Combat tracker. I was gonna say, don't tell me that Kobold's gonna be first in line again.
Nope.
Why does Alset crossed off?
Oh no, Alset died.
I don't like the look of that. All right. So I'm going to get these guys in there as well.
You have to do the armor.
So
thing
clearly, it
again or
didn't change the
something.
names for me. I'm using different monsters, and it didn't change names for me. To figure that out. Why are these crossed off? We'll get there. I'll get him in there. So where you see something that doesn't say Kobold, it should say Kobold. Like, that's not a bandit captain, that's a Kobold captain.
Okay, so there's not animated armor in here.
It just
No,
Cobalt.
it's armored Kobold.
Close enough.
And that, I mean, that is clearly what it says. So let me
Calling for his arms then. Disarmored
Clearly.
Kobold.
Clearly.
let me do that, because that'll fix it. At least it'll fix the token, right? Which you can't see. It's on the other thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little curious why those have lines through them. What happens when I click begin combat? Well, there we go.
Movement changed in combat turn.
Yeah, so the way it should work here is you can only move what you can move in combat. It's an automated module thing, and if it sucks, which I think it might be hindering us a little with what we were experiencing before. If it hinders us, I shouldn't say sucks, but if it hinders us, we can definitely make adjustments to it. So for me, can I rename it from here? Can I? Displayed name. There it is. It says right on it, displayed name, right? And that's what I should have chosen for the name. Gosh. And
Kiki, you can place your character
so the
directly on top
armored
of my token.
the
Is there
armored
on his shoulder?
Kobold.
So one more time.
Yeah, you could do that. I
If,
mean, you can put them in the same spot or right next to each other.
Yeah, if Alistair was riding on Tusk's shoulder, then she can be like in front of, well,
Oh,
on the
it
same
doesn't
spot
let me
or-
move right now.
Okay.
Because it's not
Yeah,
our turn. Yeah.
because it's not her turn. That's also part of that piece. So
Yeah, makes
useful.
sense.
No, she just would not have been in
Uh,
that spot. Is all I was saying. I have a really big
so the,
shoulder. That's why she's 10 foot wide.
The armored kobold is first, and his job is just to move forward and slam into whatever's in front of him. So guess what he's doing?
Bro.
Hanging on.
Bam. Let's see what we get out of him going to slam Mr. Tusker.
Tusk.
I gotta switch to my chat screen. So he misses. The armored kobold just comes towards you, and you're probably able to shrug him off. You are bigger than him, even though he's really just heavily armored, and he is his own battering ram. That's what he does. You're able to, with your strength, you're able to kind of shrug off the hit, and perhaps the added weight of the halfling on your shoulders might help out a little too.
Like a car against a freight train, right, buddy?
Yeah. Alset.
Good stuff. All right, I got to target this dude. I assume I do. I don't know how this works for certain spells. I'm going to do the dissonant whispers on this guy here.
Cool. Yeah, if it's as long as it's a targeted spell, then it would work. Yep, and you'll have a. It looks
It's
like you have
not.
a
It's just.
damage,
It's a save.
like-
It's a save. It's a save. He's got to roll a DC 11 save, but if he makes it,
Okay,
it's
let
house
me do
damage.
that.
So we'll do a the damage in there for him.
I clicked on it, and
All right,
when
so
I
he
clicked
gets all
on it,
the
these dice
damage.
started rolling. I'm like, that didn't do that. All right, so let me do my saving throw, and saving throw
All
is
the
a
damage.
ooh. I rolled a
So
1.
Juice.
Yeah. So
Well, he takes
You
all
know
the
what?
damage, and
What was
if he's
the
still
total
alive, he
damage?
runs as far as he can. 15.
15. So your damage was 15. I mean, he's not going to
And if he's
live.
still up,
Oh, hold on. He is. I was
Oh,
going to
that's
double
fine.
your damage because he failed the saving throw so horribly.
okay.
But that is so I gotta switch his hit points to that and close. Okay, so when you do this,
So he's still alive?
so he's got this like psychic spike in his head, essentially, is what you do.
It's like
he rips his helmet off, stares at you for a half a second, and then just starts running away. Because he has to run away from you,
Yeah,
you
he
said, right?
moves as far as he can.
Does he provoke?
Yeah, he moves far. Yeah,
No.
he probably will. Far
So
far
now,
away.
as
than he
part of the
can, like,
description, does he
yeah.
move on his turn or does he move now? Does it say
It
that they move
says
immediately or
the
they move
creature-
on their turn?
Yeah, so psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
It does have a reaction. He doesn't move too far, but he does get to run all the way back to where that altar is. Okay. Now
does
the
that
guy
provoke
that
an attack of opportunity from Tusk,
Yeah.
or even
for
with
now,
Alistair
because he
two's
just
also there.
he ran so fast. What I'm going to do with it, and I also doubled the damage. What I'll do is I'll let Tusk give me a dexterity check to see if you might be able to grab him quick enough. And if Allie can find a way to convince me she's helping, we can maybe do that with advantage.
She's already got her spear out. She could toss it from up there.
I cannot
All right,
roll
and if
over
we're
10
saying-
tonight. I don't know what the.
If we're saying it's done with advantage because Allie's helping, how about rolling that again?
Okay.
I'm going to move over here and then end my turn.
Okay.
Joe's got me set to under
Yeah,
10.
that didn't help.
It's another 2. Joe's got me set to under 10. I think.
Not so good. Not so good. All right, so the next one in line is the kobold that you already faced, and it's his turn to try and redeem himself a little. All right, so he can reach Tusk, and he's going.
Over this rock.
No, No, straightforward with his dagger. He's not going with the sling here. He's
Okay.
essentially he's fighting you in front of his boss, so he can't, be too much of a coward. I mean, he can technically. So he hits you with the dagger for just 3 points of damage. Not too bad. But he just kind of lunges forward. He already knows you guys have killed the guy he was on guard duty with and started to hurt him enough that he felt it was pertinent to run away. And here we are, however long it was, 10 minutes later maybe, and you're back to kick his butt, and you've already beat up the battering guard. So he's not as confident.
Did you remove
as
the
he
damage
could
already,
be.
or did it automatically do it?
Yep. It should have automatically removed 3 damage from you.
Okay. It looked like
It
did,
shouldn't
so I was
move
double-checking.
your bar very much because it's only 3, and you have 50 something, right?
Yeah.
Beefy barbarian. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's now Allie's turn.
Oh, just got poked by a mosquito.
You did.
Oof.
Sound familiar?
It probably feels like you
Yes.
got bit by a
Yep.
pterodactyl mosquito, right? One of them really big ones, but nothing much worse than that.
Horsefly.
All right. Select your target and then roll.
Bust them up.
Oh, did you see that teeter?
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
You still hit. You still hit,
Yeah.
but it teetered between the 8 and the 20 and then flopped to the 8. That was funny.
What is this versatile button at the bottom?
That's one-handed versus
Versatile in Dungeons and
two-handed
Dragons
weapon.
5th edition rules. A versatile weapon is one that can be used with either 1 or 2 hands. If you use it one-handed, it does a lower amount of damage than if you use it two-handed. But of course, if you're using something two-handed, then you cannot.
So do I
also
need to
use a
click
shield.
the versatile? Do I need to click the versatile instead of damage to be using it two-handed?
Well, you are holding
Let's
a
try it and
torch.
see if it's the higher number. I'm curious. I think by default it rolls the lower, but I don't know what the default is.
Okay, yeah. So when I click damage, it says the formula is a d6 of piercing and then plus, mod whatever bonus. Versatile says
It's probably a D8.
a d8
Yeah.
something.
So if you're using this with both hands to poke at the kobold, then you would use the versatile option, yeah.
Okay.
And you'll see several weapons like that. A longsword is versatile. You can use it one-handed or two-handed.
Well, I had asked because she's specifically a two-handed fighter, and I was curious how to
makes
switch
sense.
that out.
Yeah, you just use it versatile. All right.
I mean, it's a little poke.
Whapped.
So he got some hittiness. He was healed a little bit. If you remember, he got hit before he ran away. He got healed a little bit, and your hit has really put a damper in his stride. As you reach with the spear and just pokes like through his upper thigh, and he just kind of limps a little bit and howls in kobold pain. Or something like that.
Sounds right.
Oh.
Makes sense.
And if that's the end of your turn, you can go ahead and end your turn.
Oh.
And then guess what? There is a guy here. I've got to change his display name to
Tusk gets go. No, just kidding.
Kobold. All right. So he can
How
move.
far can you run?
So he can get there, and what does he have? He's just going to move up to where he is there, kind of the entrance to that room. And as he goes by the armored kobold, the battering ram door guard, he slaps him on the head. And you can hear him, what is definitely some kind of taunting curse at him. Curse word, not like curse, but he swears at him and taunts
since there's
him,
no armor,
as
he
goes
killed him
by.
by accident.
He could have. That's a good point there, Randy. Tell you what, let me do a public roll here, and If I happen to roll a 1, he'll kill him as he goes by. How about that?
Do it.
Is it still going to say
Do it.
Angel
Kill him.
Dragon? No. All right. So he didn't. He didn't kill him.
Aw.
I rolled a 5.
Close
I
enough.
gave him a shot, right? So he slapped him in the head, but not hard enough to kill him.
Were you closer to 1 or
Next.
20, Joe? 1 or 2?
we're not doing odds or evens on this one, buddy. I was letting him roll a 5% chance of killing his guard as he walked by. I think that's fair.
True.
Tusk. Tusk is up.
You've challenged me, little one. He's
Shall
gonna
I
go
do?
and club him to death. I'm sorry for what I must do now.
Sorry,
Yeah,
not
chances
sorry.
are it will be to death. Yeah.
Great club, click. Oh, I must target
It's
somebody
a
first.
pretty nice club.
Whoopsie.
I don't know if it's
You.
great.
Well, everyone thinks they're great. This club thinks it's great, so we'll see if it's as great as it thinks it is. And I've never rolled above a 10 yet, and it's still not happening. What the
But
front
you hit,
door?
you hit.
But I still hit.
This guy has very
I'm
little
glad
armor,
of pluses at the wazoo.
so you hit him.
Hey,
Okay,
9 damage.
as you justifiably stated, you club him to death. What does that look like? I mean, what happens to this poor unarmored kobold in front of his boss?
I'm
mind
sorry for what I must do, but you just stabbed me, so straight down, going
Gosh.
Negan on him.
you. Yeah.
Poor Glenn.
Nice. You know what I want? I'm going to see if I can find somebody to write a module that in Foundry here where I can just like right click and choose make bloody pulp. I just want to change this token to a bloody pulp
That's pretty
token.
good.
As it is, however,
So
You
where there
are
once was a
deceasing
head,
him.
now there's a club and then shoulders.
There you go.
Crunch.
He's just head and shoulders. All right. Or club and shoulders. So I put the little skull on that one. Unless the token gets in the way, I'm going to leave it there so we can remember to go back and check on the body, as it were. Anything else, Tusk? You required no movement to do the thing that you did.
He's going to walk forward towards that captain. Maybe stop just shy. Right there.
Ooh, so
All
you're
right.
playing shy. I like it. Chris, how long does the guy who you whispered sweet, horrible things into his ear, how long does he stay away from you? Is it just that one turn? Is he allowed to come back now?
Honestly, just that turn. So, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away, doesn't move into obvious danger. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't say anything
All
about
right.
timing. It's instantaneous. So he just tries to get away from me at the moment.
All right. So the armored kobold is going to rush back past its boss and try and slam into Tusk again.
Does he slap his boss on the
it's
ass
the boss.
or anything?
Yeah, he tries to kill him. You know what,
Good
Chris?
game.
Thank you for that. I think I will. I think I'll do the same thing I just did. We'll give him a chance to hurt his.
Oh,
boss.
I forgot.
'Cause-
I'm bringing Alistair
Come on.
with me, and she jumped off.
All right. Even the 13 is not going to do it because even 13 might not be a lucky number, but it is definitely not a 1. Yeah. So the armored kobold does pat his boss lightly on the shoulder as he goes by. He has grabbed his helmet on his way back, put it on his head, and just leans head first into Tusk and
Juggernaut style.
slams. Oh, look at that. Critically hits Tusk. Oh my, 14 points of damage. It should have already been taken away from
13 you
yours.
rolled earlier. Okay.
Well, the
Well,
13
in
was
that
whether
case,
he
I
hit
will
his
go-
boss or not, remember?
In that case, I'll go, oof.
Yeah, his attack is a slam
mosquito.
into Tusk. That was the one that mattered.
For the record, for some reason, I have 13 torches. Look at my inventory. What the?
Why not?
I think I'll talk.
Well,
I don't know.
I could
how
tell
that
you
happened.
why, but
maybe
then I'd
it's
have
a
to kill
pile
you.
of
so-
matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it is. One of the things that I was experimenting with when I was experimenting with torches was Tusk as a character, because you were the one that I found was carrying torches. Alset,
It's
you're
really
up
a
next.
pile of it's a match. It's really just a match.
It's a book of matches. Yeah. And they're not waterproof, and you've had them
Okay.
soaking in water for like a month.
So I
All right,
just have
this is
little
armored
tiny
guy,
clubs.
Yeah, the armored kobold, the one that you already whispered to, he's in rough shape.
yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna light
like
him
to the
up
point
with
where you
some
thought his
Eldritch
boss was going to
Blast
kill him
action.
when he walked by. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll take care of that for him, I guess. Right now, I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him. Hopefully it's good enough to get through his armor.
Cool.
Is he?
You have to roll to attack.
Nah, I guess he's still. He said he put his armor back on, right? And everything.
He put his helmet
I'll
back
try
on.
to see if I can get
Since
some
you
advantage out of here.
whispered to him,
Yeah. Oh, look at that! So close to getting the
oh,
20.
that missed.
Oh,
I mean, like I remember
wow,
I was saying,
misses
this
him.
guy is just all
Oh
this
my
guy is
God.
all armor. He's just a battering
Wow.
ram. So yeah, when it comes to AC, he's hard to hit. He just doesn't have a whole lot of health.
Now, am I allowed to still use up my remaining move back?
Oh yeah. You can split your move in whatever way you want, as long as it does not
Yeah,
exceed
okay,
the
just
amount of
making
action
sure.
you have left. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So if
Yep,
you had like
that's
30
fine.
feet of movement, you can move 5, attack, and then move 25. Right. So that
no
is
worries.
perfectly acceptable. All right. That guy's dead. Allie.
Dead guy.
Dead guy.
Dead guy.
All right.
Classic dead guy.
Classic dead guy. Well, let's.
You
first I'll
just
move
pick-
up
now,
here.
I'm going to take it at this point. Are you still on Tusk's shoulders? Because that's something I hadn't considered yet.
Mhm.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So
Yeah, that's why I just
when
moved
something
up to
else
his way.
attacks, it might affect you. Go for it.
Okay. I can't actually see anybody from here.
Well, you've got the armored guy right in front of you and the captain right behind him. And I guess I can tell you now that you're up to where you are, you can also see up in that corner to the right. I'll zoom in on it on the stream map so you can see. There is
I gotcha.
there are 2 more things up there. One of them you would have to guess is a priesty type feller, and then the other one just looks like a wizardy type feller, judging by little plate mail priest action going, and then robes and sparklies on it going for the other guy. So you figure you've got a priest and a wizard up there. In the corner there's also now that you're up that close and you can see up there, it looks like a little wood a stone throne. That's fun to say. Stone throne in the corner. Like I said, that's a big dragon skull, which like everlasting flame looking thing. It's just a constant burn.
Mhm.
The altar, and then the benches, like pews, essentially, right there.
pew pew. Oh,
Pew.
Okay, yeah, I
pew.
understand now.
Okay.
These tokens in particular look just like they're part of the map, and I didn't even notice.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring it up,
Um,
just to make it a little more obvious. I should go in and make their hit point bars visible, because I think that helps to distinguish from the background. So I'll do that while you are contemplating what you're doing.
For now, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing because I don't think I can reasonably reach priest in the back.
It depends on if you're trying to just throw something or cast something.
Yeah, I would just be throwing
tricky.
the spear from here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I would allow it. It's just a matter of hitting. Because based on just looking at our token view, I want to leave it what we see, not what it might be. Because yes, there's that little wall outcropping there, but we're being allowed on this map to see past that. So we're just going to say that
Okay.
Tusk is able to lean forward enough, you're able to lean forward enough, whatever it may be. As long as you can see it within your line of sight, we're going to say, yes, you got it. You saw it. Go for it.
Okay. Now, are there still like the chanting is still going on? The little Healy beams are still going to.
They
Is it still happening?
stopped once that kobold charged forward and was deceased by a big ass club.
Yeah.
They stopped, but it looks like the priest and the wizard, as I'll call them for now, they're in the back just watching what's going on. They're clearly in charge of the situation, and the captain is up there to deal with you guys now.
Okay, but they're not actively doing what they were doing anymore.
Correct.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and try and get this guy out of the way. Do, 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 do.
I want to get some
Damn.
Mario music for this. Yeah.
Alrighty. And I
Kill them.
am.
They are gonna die.
So the spear
I'm gonna
missed.
stay
Now I
right
don't
here
know
for
for
now.
sure with the paladin at your level. Do you have another attack yet? Do you have like a bonus attack or any of that stuff yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, that's okay. I was just
I don't know
curious.
how I would.
If you don't know,
Well, I
doesn't
will look
matter
at
yet.
that.
That's the way I'm going to look at it.
I've already passed
in the
there, but I'll
meantime-
look at the character sheet in the meantime.
All right. In the meantime, the let's see, what does the Kobold captain have here? All right, he has a dagger that he's just going to throw at. We'll go with Allie because it should be easier for him to see Allie up there on top of Tusk. So we're going to target Allie and throw that dagger. Oh, but I got an 8, and that is not going to hit. Okay. Then he's still hanging back, letting the battering ram do his job. Tusk, you're up.
Okay. That pissed me off. Rage.
It should have.
So I'm going to use my
Should
second rage for this day.
Okay.
Usability.
I tell you, battering ram boy just redeemed himself. When you beat him to within an inch, well, not beat him, you whispered him to within an inch of his life, Alset. And then, he gets taunted by his boss. He comes back and charges for a crap ton of damage into the biggest enemy he's got in front of him. He redeemed himself. He's going to get his, his 12 Kobold maidens when he goes up to Kobold heaven.
I'm going to risk another point of exhaustion after this fight, but I'm going to go in frenzy as well.
All right.
So I can get another attack after this one from here on out. That's always attacking each turn. And now I'm going to club this guy in the top of his head too, because fuck this guy.
It's gonna be like crushing
I need
a
to
can of
select them.
soup or something.
I think
Let's
that's
see
our
what you end
first
up with
F-bomb
there.
on the stream.
It's not. Why aren't you letting me
I don't know if
select
it's the
them?
first.
Jeez.
If it's not
Trying
the
to.
first, though, Randy was the first, I'm sure.
It's because I'm
Probably.
not double clicking the F bomb guy.
He's the guy.
Do it.
I see great club. You're just showing everybody you've got a nice
there it
club.
is. Yeah.
All right, there's the
Yeah,
attack.
have a nice club, guys. Check it out.
Everybody, look at
All
my
right,
club.
so check out the
Crush.
club.
Smash his head in.
It was a 14 and then
Yeah,
it moved.
that-
What? You piece of...
Yeah, the 6
I'm a Kobold guy.
is not going to hit. Well, the 6 plus 6, 12 is
Okay.
not going to hit.
So we glare.
I would say that you wanted to take another attack. You might want to, yeah. Let me guess. You've got a work meeting you've got to go to.
No.
Yes, I have a meeting I have to go to.
You said you were going to take another attack with Frenzy.
A frenzying allows me to attack on my next turn and there on out. Not this one.
Oh, so not this
Wow.
turn.
Next turn. Next round.
All right.
Unfortunately. not this
Gotcha.
That's
well,
a bummer. That's a bummer, man.
time. Yeah.
guess what? Rammy Boy has another chance then. He's going for.
He lives for
let
the
me see.
moment.
Now I've got to see if I've actually targeted you or Allie because I see your token, but Allie I know is also there. Let's see what happens. Salam. Oh yeah, hit Tusk. 7 more points of damage. Oh, this boy is redeeming himself. Yeah, just smash.
To a flaw.
I mean, the first one
Need to
was a
put that dude
charging
down.
smash from 30 feet away. This one was just rearing back and slamming his helmet straight into your chest again. I'll say.
That looks like a fourth of my health.
All right.
Yeah, you're struggling, brother.
Yes, I am.
I guess I'll
I'll
take
set up
another
too.
pot shot at Man, do I want to shoot the freaking armored dude? I mean,
Hey, he is waiting for a feather to blow him
guy's
over.
armor.
I've put the hit
I
point
know.
markers on the screen, so you can see
I know.
there's a sliver, and everybody
Go
else
Yeah.
is
for
all
the
this
captain. I got
green
2
pasture.
shots.
Yeah, I'll target Captain Boy over here. Let's see. What do I want to toss
All
at
right,
this
Kobold
guy?
Captain back there.
What do I want to give him?
Alistair will probably finish.
He no
him off
longer has
anyway,
his
this next
dagger, but he
round.
still has his scimitar and some basic armor. He's got like a breastplate on, and that's about it.
I'll toss an Eldritch Blast at him. See how he likes it.
All right.
Probably not.
We'll see if his armor sucks a little less.
It does. His armor is lower than the armored guy. You definitely hit him.
I coulda
you-
got
you've
through-
hit the Kobold.
I could have hit the armor guy maybe on that one.
You could have. His AC is 18, so yeah, you would have hit him.
God
Your
damn
17
it.
was just like.
It's all right. It'll all work
Okay,
out.
I mean, 4 points is better than nothing, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
He's dead. Let me remove that combatant from the inventory, from the initiative, so that we don't have to deal with him anymore.
All right, jump back to Alset.
So Alset, if you want to
Yeah.
click.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Done
Thank
so.
Allie.
All right. Let's try this again.
Oh, you hit me again. Make him pay. Make him pay. Make him.
Just
I can pay my bills.
I'm gonna need you to calm down.
That's not going to
My
happen anytime
style.
soon. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Who do you think you're talking to? Well, yeah, Randy. Okay. So what you got
You need to
there,
get-
Allie? Oh, I think that's going to miss.
No!
Wah, wah,
Oh.
wah.
Hold on. Wait a
Hey,
second.
Does a spear have reach? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
what
would think
weapons
pretty
have
sure, yeah.
reach now? That's one I don't know.
I
I'm
would
only
think-
thinking about it because I'm like, well, you could attack the captain behind if you had reach, but I think you
I'm
probably
pretty
would
sure
have
the
still
spear
attacked.
has reach.
Or just throw it at. Yeah.
But either way, in this case, unfortunately, you missed. And we'll.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you want to do? I mean, you still have all your movement and everything because you're just riding a half orc.
you could
Now, you do
jump
have
on
to-
him.
Can I
There's
jump
mount.
on the
Lay
dude?
down.
Can I jump on the Cobalt?
Yep.
Can I really?
Let's do. I would say athletics or acrobatics check, and if you're successful, I'll allow you to do falling damage on him.
Oh, that's nice.
Alrighty.
Remember, I was telling you these passageways arch up to 10 feet, so you can get a little bit of height before you fall down on them. And falling 10 feet is a d6 of damage.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
easily successful. And because of how nice that roll is, let's let you do. Give me just a second here.
D20 of damage.
I'll let you do a d6 plus 2. So
Nice.
with that on that dice rolling tray at the bottom, if you click the
The little
d6,
square.
it'll show up with a little 1 on it, and then you can do plus and plus, and then click roll. You see that down there?
2. Yep.
And it'll
D6
say
plus
SR
2.
1d6 plus 2.
Nice.
And the reason I said +2 is because he has 3 hit points left. I wanted to make sure you killed him. I just wanted to see how much you were going to kill him.
Nice.
So we will take those 3 hit points away from said armored kobold. He is now deceased, and I will also remove him from the combat, so he's not in the list anymore. Anything
job,
else,
Allie.
Allie? I mean, that's an action and a movement there. So I think you unless you have any bonus actions, you're probably all set there. All set. Yeah.
Hey-o.
That's kind of funny.
Just continue that fall onto him into a roll and smash that dude in the balls, the captain.
Awesome.
Slap.
All right. So after you defeat that guy, the Kobold captain steps forward, kind of crunching down on some of the dented armor. And you know what? Actually, hold on a second. He doesn't have to step forward. Let me put him back. Allie, move your token on top of the deceased one.
I tried
You
to,
may
it
not be
wouldn't
able
let
to,
me.
though. It's not your turn. I'll do it. Done. He doesn't have to step back. You're right there. And he says, you killed Thumpy. For now, we'll end the episode, but you're going to get something next time. I tell you that right now.
No.
Present.
Yeah, that bastard.
I'm in the bottom of the order. No.
Hey, well, at least we'll probably have Marty come in here, though.
Yeah.
Good.
So on the
Probably
plus
use
side, I
backup.
think just pausing the game is going to let us get back to that next time. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. I got to take Jason's camera off of there. Let me fix that.
I'm on here twice.
Uh,
Double.
you were. Let me see if I can
Double duo.
open up. This is not going to work, and it's going to end up pissing me off. I'm sure of it. Where did I put my phone? Because that could work too, couldn't it? So we're talking. Or I was talking a little bit about possible merchandise ideas, and I have that idea stuff. We'll look at it from. Let's see. So some of the things, I mean, as far as what could be available, is there any kind of things that you guys would be interested in or things you think others would be interested in? Obviously, I have this t-shirt that I've been wearing all night.
Probably like gaming accessories, so like dice bags or
Ooh,
No.
that's nice.
I definitely want a
I wonder if
Crimson
they have
Minotaur
something like
t-shirt.
that.
yeah, I think that
Really?
that just the Crimson Minotaur logo would be cool on pretty much anything, honestly. Any kind of
Definitely.
like shirts, hoodies.
We could do a boy band poster.
Well,
We just got all like get little photos going.
boy band. Oh, Randy, I'm not sure what to think of that.
Oh yeah, them. I
let me,
listened to Adventures from the Stream. Yeah, they're right there. Check them out.
it's a boy band.
Ugh.
It's just a whole bunch of, well, boys. All right.
And one girl.
and one girl.
One badass
Oh,
female. Yeah.
Super badass. Let's so let me all right, so one of the things you just mentioned, Chris, a shirt kind of thing, I actually did from this same vendor. I decided to try a combination.
Yep.
So this is a a jersey type of shirt, and I put the 2 logos on the front. So I got that to check out to see. For me, really, what I'm looking at is what is the quality of the stuff from a couple of different places, so I can determine if that's what I want to do or not. So I like the style of that shirt. I'm not positive I like the way the logos came out. I would probably want to separate that instead of the way it ended up being. Let me see here.
You know what would be cool
Phone's not even charging.
if we
What's
did
that?
like a shirt with that the Crimson Minotaur like logo on it with like instead of the nutritional facts like like a disclaimer, like all the stuff that we said from the stream, like warning, this shirt is not fireproof,
God,
tear
yes.
resistant. Just go back and find all the
Yeah.
things that we've said about the shirts that we're working on.
Yeah.
May contain parts of Tusk's hair.
Kiki, I can't tell you how awesome that sounds. I mean, I can tell you, and I will. It sounds awesome. Let me. I'm almost where I can do this right. I really wish I knew how technology worked. Anybody else know?
Not exchangeable for shirts of better quality.
All right. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. And let's see if that gets me to where I wanted to be.
My other shirt is plate mail.
There. Hey, look at that. I got a little camera here
Cool.
now. So
Whoa.
I made a couple stickers. This one, I'm not as pleased as I wanted to be with it. I didn't necessarily like the way... In the preview, having a square sticker with the circle logo looked a lot cooler. It doesn't necessarily look so cool this way. So I might just do it without the circle and just do the regular sticker. Then I also have this guy. That's with that
Nice.
Crimson Minotaur
That's
logo.
cool.
And these stickers are 3x3. So, I mean, go by hand size. It's that big.
And you should get some more coasters made.
I definitely
Totally.
want to do coasters, for sure. This is
The
a frosted glass
AFTS coasters
tumbler.
are cool.
Oh, nice.
this
I was just
one
about to
is kinda
recommend
neat.
like giant cups. I would drink
Well,
out
this
of that
one's
all
not
the time
giant.
because
I think it's a 16
I'm always
ounce
drinking out of this
tumbler.
thing.
But this is actually
16 ounce
you
big
know,
enough for you, Randy?
It's
It'll
real
do.
glass.
Double fisted,
Um,
dude.
It being
I'll just
frosted,
make
I
3
thought
of
was
them.
pretty cool. You know, shiny on
Yeah.
shiny on the inside. But that one's kind of neat.
Nice.
Let me. This is one that you guys saw Thursday. This is 15 ounce coffee
Mug.
mug. Let me move that back. And on one side of the mug, so if you're holding it
Nice.
this way, it's the AFTStream. You hold it left-handed, and it's the Crimson Minotaur. logo.
Nice. Yeah.
Too
busy to That's nice.
die.
And then there's another smaller
Yeah.
mug. If I can get it out after I put the other one right in front of it, right? Yeah. We move that, and do this. Okay. This one, same idea as far as holding it left and right. I also got the adventuresfromtheshed.com across the bottom of that one. And one of the things I thought was
I like
cool
the
about
handle
this
and the
is the red
inside being
handle.
red.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So,
Maybe
That's
the
another-
coffee thermoses with the lids on top.
Yep.
Those would be kind of cool
yep,
too.
I've got to look at those. What I was trying to do is just kind of get a turn that off now. Trying to get kind of a bundle of not so expensive things, because I'm sure if you guys have ever done this before, you may know that creating custom merchandise, if you found yourself a $5 coffee mug somewhere and you want to put a logo on it and have somebody else do it as a one-off, it's $18 to get that $5 coffee mug sent to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start off with a few things that I thought would be pretty cool, like the idea of if I've got this mug, you know, and I'm drinking through the game, I can drink right-handed for that logo. I can drink left-handed for this logo. Thought that was kind of neat.
Nice.
I guess as it is, what I plan on doing is probably within the next week, some of this will be available on Streamlabs merch store for the Adventures from the Stream stuff. The things that will be available are the stickers, the mug, the shirt I'm wearing, and either the other shirt or an updated version of this, where I maybe just make it so you can pick one or the other logo, but we'll see how that
I like
turns
that
out.
idea.
Yep.
And like I say,
Very nice.
everything will be it'll be overpriced compared to buying it at Walmart, but since you can't buy it anywhere else, you're paying what's there, right? It's unique until
That's
we
how-
get so popular
internet
that
shopping
China
works.
starts making this stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I wanted to show that stuff as a little sneak preview before we finished up, and we'll. I think we can just finish from here. And I tried earlier to play the exit music and it didn't work, but I'll try it again. You know what the hell? See what happens.
Might turn on the echoes.
Well, I'm gonna play it so you guys probably won't hear it, but it can be heard by the stream folks most likely if this section. Now see, I got a freaking exclamation point. Don't give me that crap. All right, so let's pretend that there's exit stuff going on. And the preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Of course, follow us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, like and subscribe. We are around for you to find. Everybody have a great night, and we'll catch up soon. See you in 2 weeks and all the interim stuff that we release before then. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone will say bye?
Cool.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.
We miss you, Jason.